Welcome to episode 6 of this Football Manager 2018 series called Being Bielsa. Hola, hope you're well and looking forward to another episode of Being Bielsa, where today we're going to be taking on Stoke City, who have had a pretty good season so far. They're currently in second place, so it's first against second. We're only 1 point ahead of them. They have now lost a game. We're the only unbeaten team in the Championship. However, we've drawn probably a few too many for my liking, including a draw against Derby County in the last match. We were on a high after that Manchester United result, beating them on penalties in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. Incredible result against our rivals. However, this game against Derby was topsy-turvy from the start, really, and we weren't able to build on that confidence from that match. I did have to play some different players as well because of tired legs after that match against Man United. Roof actually opened the scoring after 17 minutes. He came in for Bamford, but then they equalised through Rolando Aarons, and then Lewis Baker took the lead a minute later before Cameron Jerome equalised in the 45th minute. Unfortunately, Berardi was sent off at the end of the first half, and the second half they dominated against our 10 men. You can see this is the first match really that the opposition team have had more shots than us. We still had more possession, but they had so many shots. Somehow we didn't concede, and we held on and kept our unbeaten run thanks to this 2-2 draw. Barry Douglas also went off injured, and with Ayling picking up a yellow card, it means we've actually got no fullbacks going into this game. Berardi and Ayling are suspended. Douglas is injured for up to 4 weeks. So I'm having to play Anita at right back, who hasn't really featured heavily this season, and a young man called Matty Downing at left back. He's the best option I have in the reserves. I could play someone like Click there, I suppose, and play a first team player there and not risk it, but I suppose Liam Cooper could play left back, but I'm going to give a chance to this young man. He is a bit tired. We might have to switch things around at half time. Unfortunately, there are a few players out on loan. There's some good players out on loan. If I show you the ability, we've got rid of Sacco, a right winger, on loan, which seems a bit strange because he's actually quite a good player. We've also got rid of basically the best left back at the club, apart from Douglas, on loan. The Belgian Laurens de Bock has gone on loan to Ostend, back to his native nation. So I don't know why they got rid of him. This chap, striker Chibiki, something like that, he's gone out on loan back to Sweden. And Lewis Coyle, 3-star player as well. Louis Coyle, sorry. Right back has gone out on loan. So we're missing a lot of players who are out on loan, which seems a bit strange. There are some decent players in the reserves. Tyler Roberts is in the first team but plays in the reserves. Shaughnessy is a decent looking defensive midfielder. So it's not ideal going into this game against second place Stoke. We're playing two different fullbacks, although fullback it's kind of been our weak link. Not in that they've made mistakes, they've just not performed as well as I thought they would. I haven't managed to get the best out of these fullbacks. I don't know why. Maybe I should be playing them further forwards, or maybe I should be changing their role. But I'm trying to play them the way that Bielsa plays them. It's just not quite clicking, but it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, we're top of the Championship. We've won 9, we've drawn 5. Bamford is scoring goals now. We're trying to desperately pull away from the chasing pack, but every time we look like we're going to, we draw a couple games and we're back to sort of being 1 or 2 points ahead of second place. Massive game then, away from home against Stoke. They are the favourites for this one. We beat them in the Carabao Cup 4-2 though, with a weaker team. So I'm quite positive going into this. We got to be, haven't we? Downing's going to have a squad number. We'll just give him number 36. And we'll get on with this huge match against Stoke City, looking to get promoted straight back up to the Premier League. They're playing Bojan up front, Diouf, Berahino. That's quite an interesting front three in the Championship. Obviously, this man, Football Manager legend, because he was a wonder kid on, I think it was FM 07-08. He was an incredible player, turned into a very good player. Diouf on the right, he's a good player at Championship level. I've never really been a massive fan of him, but that probably means he's going to score loads of goals against me today. Berahino's a good player on the game, but he hasn't scored for like 2 years, has he? In real life, it's crazy. And then a midfield trio of, this guy is very good for Championship level, and Darren Fletcher, all the experience in the world, and Joe Allen. You can see why they're towards the top of the table, can't you? And that back line's pretty dangerous as well. They're solid. And Butland in goal. I mean, compare Butland with Peacock Farrell. There's just no comparison, really. But we've got the system. We've got the Bielsa system. We've got me, Marcelo Bielsa, ready for this match. Don't worry, translator Puffin is still around, by the way. He's not featured since the first episode, but he's still here by my side. I'm learning English gradually, getting used to things. He's helping me translate when I need to speak to the manager, speak to the press, speak to the media, speak to myself. You know, he's helping me out. I've actually dressed like my Leeds away shirt today, all black. That's crossed in by Stoke. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if today is our first defeat, and it would be a real blow because they'd obviously go top of the table if we lose today. Hernandez with a corner, back post. Oh, we've won a penalty though, and who's our penalty taker? Is it Bamford? It's Hernandez, Pablo Hernandez, to take the penalty for Leeds United against Butland. Come on, Hernandez, and it's a good penalty, and we're 1-0 up against Stoke. If we can win today, that is huge. We'll go 4 points clear of them. The Puffin is happy. He can sit there by my side. Free corner to Stoke though, and 1-1 short cross, but it was actually a really good save by Peacock Farrell, I think, initially, before Shawcross slammed it home. But look at this, crossed in by Berahino, headed on. Did he save it? Maybe it came off the crossbar. I don't know. Let's say he got a fingertip to it. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Oh no, Matty Downing's looking nervous. I understand why, but I'm just going to shout a little encouragement to him, which will hopefully help things. We've only had one shot, which was the penalty. That's a bit worrying. What's going on today? Same against Derby. We obviously, there was an excuse there. It's Berahino misses from 2 yards out. He slams it against the crossbar. Oh, Football Manager, you know, don't you? You know what Berahino's like. He's probably going to score now that I've laughed at him. But that is just brilliant. What a miss. Why are we playing long balls? What the hell's going on here, lads? Why have we suddenly reverted? Well, not reverted, decided. Berahino, this time he does score. I shouldn't have laughed. What's happening? Why aren't we doing anything? I'm going to go attacking. 11 shots to our 1. We've had more possession, but we're awful today. Perhaps my fullbacks are more important than I realised. They just didn't get the good average rating. Downing's on a 6. I might move Click back and then bring on Baker. This is dreadful. This is the worst performance of the season so far, and it has to be against a team that is vying to nick our top spot. I'm aggressively going to say something because this is what Bielsa would say. I need the Puffin to shout it at the lads. If I just whisper to him in Spanish, then he can go crazy, fly around the room and attack them. Aggressive. I expect to see much better in the second half. Maybe my experiment with Downing there it wasn't his fault though, was it? I'm going to move Click there. We're going to play Baker in the middle as the Mazzala. And I think it's because Stoke are very physical. They're a very strong team as well, of course. It's a shame that I beat them 4-2 in the Carabao Cup. It's given me a false sense of superiority, I think. Our penalty is the only thing to shout about. And that's a penalty. That's our only shot. Oh, no. Is that it's a yellow. I thought that was the second yellow for Saiz then. No, it was the first yellow. It's fine. Oh, come on, guys. Do something. Here's Baker. Baker into Saiz. Over the top for Bamford. Heads it on for no one. No one up there supporting him. And now here's Afobe. Charging forwards. Out wide to Duke. Oh, they've brought Afobe. They've got some great... Oh, what the hell was that, Peacock Farrell? Oh, it's like he dipped his hands in some margarine or something. Why? How did you drop that? It's not our day. This is going to be our first defeat, guys. I hope our season doesn't crumble after this point in a Leeds. Oh, that is dreadful. Do I play Blackman? Do I drop Peacock Farrell? He's made a couple of clangers, hasn't he? I feel it'd be a bit harsh dropping him because he's young. He's 21. Calvin Phillips has just picked up his 7th yellow card of the season, by the way. It's just that position. Gets yellow cards. We have been dreadful. I'm bringing on Jack Harrison on the left. Alioski's been... In fact, I'm winning on Kemar Roof as well. We might as well. I mean, this tactic just hasn't worked against Stoke. Can you do it on a wet and cold and windy and foggy and everything night in Stoke? That's for sure. Bielsa can't. He can't do it on a cold, wet night in Stoke. Confirmation. Football Manager has confirmed that. Here's Click with a throw, playing in an unfamiliar position. I think that match against Man United has taken it out of us. As Baker gets a goal back for us, we're still in this. You never know. Maybe Bielsa can do it on a cold, wet night in Stoke. 3-2. Baker with his, I think, 4th of the season. I used to like it when it told you how many goals he'd got. I think, didn't it used to just say underneath how many goals he'd scored that season? Roof did well, actually, with the assist. Baker, Butland probably should have done a bit better there. Let's shout some encouragement. You never know. We might be able to come alive now. We've got over 20 minutes to go. Butland slams it up the pitch. And good header away by Cooper. Fletcher into Endai. Goal scorer. Berahino also got a goal after I laughed at him. Janssen. His miss was still funny. Baker back to Cooper. Cooper into... This is nice play. We're keeping possession. Saiz. That's... why did I open my mouth? We're not keeping possession. But surely... Nope. Thingy... Anita? What's his name? Yeah, it is Anita. I forgot what his name was for a second. Pablo Hernandez. What was that? That's a... What? How was that? I do question my players sometimes. That's a dreadful shot from Afobe, though, isn't it? Hernandez, corner. Come on, please. Headed away. Oh, no, it's not headed away. Cooper scores again. I think it's his 5th of the season. I've not even done anything with set pieces. I've just left it because we keep scoring from corners through Cooper. Just let my players get on with it. Well, it's 3-3, guys. We're back in this. We're back in this all of a sudden. What a brilliant few minutes from us. If it wasn't for Peacock Farrell, we'd actually be winning this. Here's Roof. Roof back to Saiz. Saiz, back post. Harrison, Hernandez. Oh, he has to do better with those opportunities, doesn't he? I don't want to concede now. I need to hang on for a draw. Maybe I should not be attacking, but Stoke... What was that? What is this? This game is bizarre. Juve just slammed it into the crowd. What was it? A cross? Was it a shot? Who knows? Absolutely bizarre. We've been much better on attacking, haven't we, against Stoke? I think I'll leave it. Might as well. We've been decent. But there's 5 minutes to go still, and Stoke are in the ascendancy, it seems. They've been a bit better since conceding that 3rd goal against me. Peacock Farrell catches that one, and he's knocked it up the... I'm not sure why he's hitting it long, because I've not told him to do that. Anita steps in, but he's headed it into the path of Darren Fletcher. Out wide to Klukas, who's come onto the pitch now. Klukas went for the deep effort, but couldn't get it past Anita. Here's Baker. Baker into Roof. Come on, play it through. No, he's played it out wide to Jack Harrison, the sub. It's into... This is nice play. Roof! Roof! Penalty! Penalty again! Hernandez has the... Oh, it might be... No, Baker. Baker has the opportunity to get his 2nd of the game and put us 4-3 in front. Come on, Baker. Come on! Bake! No! The chance to win it. We've created 4 clear-cut chances from our 8 shots. Baker, you could have won it for us. I know he scored a 2nd goal for us and he got us back in this game, but that was the chance to win it. Maybe Hernandez should have taken it, but Baker's got 17 on penalties, which is why he stepped up to take it. He's my first choice penalty taker. I feel a bit disappointed, strangely, considering how awful a position we were in. To then feel disappointed by this 3-3 draw and a great comeback just shows how good we were in the last half an hour. From that 60-minute mark, we were good. I don't understand, though, how we had... Well, I think we had a lot less shots in this game. Firstly, because Stoke's style was different. We've not come up against that style. We're away from home. They've got a very good team that could probably compete in the bottom half of the Premier League, but you know they've survived with this sort of squad for many years. So I suppose I have to be positive, but we were penalty away from claiming all 3 points. The only problem is FM18, you kind of expect to miss penalties. There are a lot of penalty misses, so I suppose I'm not surprised, but it's unlucky. It is unlucky. I'm going to say what a comeback, but just on calm. Just a calm, what a comeback. Puffin's happy with the lads. I haven't had a puffin feature in my videos since like FM15 actually. That was my thing back then, 3 years ago. So we stay top of the table, 1 point ahead of Stoke City. More importantly, we keep our unbeaten run going. It really was a good comeback, but it would have been an incredible comeback if we'd managed to get that 4th goal. We're only 3 ahead of 3rd place Sheffield Wednesday. It's very tight at the top, and we're quite a way into the season now. We're not running. We have drawn too many games. We've won 9, but 6 draws, that's a few too many for my liking. We need to be a bit more clinical at times. We've not won any games like 4-0 or anything. We've won 3-0, 3-1, 2-0. But we've never scored more than 3 goals in a game. So it'd be nice to be able to do that at some point. The next video, I've decided, is going to be the Carabao Cup quarter-final. Because this is huge. We've got Burnley. You know, they're a Premier League team. But we actually have a chance of getting through to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. And if we do, then it's over 2 legs. You never know what could happen. There's a chance here of actually going all the way to the final of the Carabao Cup. So, I know there's Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal left. And it's only us and Sheffield Wednesday, the 2 championship teams left. But we've got to believe in ourselves, haven't we? So I'm going to play Nottingham Forest, West Brom, Bolton, Norwich, Sheffield United, Middlesbrough and QPR. And then episode 7, did I say episode 6? Episode 7 is going to be Burnley in the Carabao Cup. But thank you for watching today's episode. I thought it was going to be disappointing. In the end, Bielsa can do it on a cold and wet night in Stoke. He almost won it if it wasn't for that penalty miss. Until next time, enjoy FM18. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you very soon.